Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you the process of how I transformed this 72 square foot room into my craft space. Fun fact, these first few clips are actually from a few years ago when I had just moved in, but I'm happy to finally be giving you a tour of my craft room. Okay, so the first thing I did before anything else was to paint the room white. As you can see, the previous color was very dark and I just wasn't a fan of it. The room was already small and the color was not helping at all. It took a few days to paint the room because it required quite a bit of coats to completely cover the dark green color. I had some paint left over, so I used it to give my pegboards a fresh coat of white paint. Then I drilled my custom LED neon sign onto the wall and installed my large pegboard under it. Once that was done, I started bringing in my craft supplies, cutting machines, and organizers. Now I can officially welcome you into my craft room. Here's a quick overview of what it looks like now. I'll be giving you a tour of the entire space. If you're looking into reorganizing or redoing your craft space, I hope you find inspiration in this video and find my organization tips and tricks useful to maximize your own space. I'm gonna start on this side of the wall. So right when you walk in, you will see my vinyl racks. These are 13-inch rolls that don't fit on my other organizer that I'll show you later on. But these are actually 2 racks that I attached. Each rack fits 12 rolls, so there's a total of 24 there. Then under those vinyl rolls, I have my handy trash can. Then over here, I have this rack filled with all of my Cricut machines. I have the Cricut Explorer 3 at the top, the Cricut Explorer Air 2, and then some heat presses like my mug press, easy press, the mini easy press, and the hat press. I always get questions about this 4-tiered rack. I got it a few years ago at Michael's, but unfortunately they discontinued it, which is really sad, but I'm sure there's a lot of similar ones online. Then up here, I have my pegboard. I ended up adding some shelves. I've always changed around the layout of the pegboard, but this layout has worked for me the best and it has also lasted me the most. If you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, you know the way I gave these little candy jars from the Dollar Tree a makeover and I use them to store craft supplies. In this one, I have some washi tape, hot glue sticks, wooden beads, some more washi tape. And then up here I have this gold camera for decor, and then this sign that I made with my Glowforge Aura. And then of course I have my YouTube plaque displayed over here. I still can't believe that happened. I always get emotional when I see it. Thank you again for all of your support. And then right in the middle I have this huge pair of scissors. They're actually not real. They're made out of plastic and they're actually a prop for Halloween, for like a Halloween costume. I got it at Spirit, but I spray painted it with some holographic and it just looks so cute. So I just use it as a prop for the background of my videos. I wanted to add a pop of color, so I got this frame from Amazon. It has all of my favorite colors in it. And then here on the right side of the pegboard, we have these organizers that I got from IKEA. And this is pretty much where I store my markers, my Sharpies, infusible ink markers, things like that. Very convenient. Also paintbrushes and other random tools. And then at the bottom, I have my collection of scissors. If you're a crafter, you know it's a struggle, so you gotta keep some backup. Then I have my brayer tool here and a few Cricut mats hanging from the pegboard. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but I added a wallpaper to the bottom half of this wall. It's the peel and stick kind, so I can take it off whenever I want and it doesn't damage the wall at all. It's very subtle, which I love. It just adds a little something and I really like the way it looks. Last thing on this wall is my absolute favorite. It's my LED sign that I got custom made a few years ago. It just brightens up the entire room. It says DIYholic and it just makes the room super cozy. This is what it looks like when the lights are off. Now let's move on to the next wall. Here I have my Cricut Venture. This machine is huge, but this was the perfect little spot for it. I have it stored on its docking stand. Here I have my window and I added some mustard yellow velvet curtains. with these sheer ones. And then on the other side of the window, I have this cute little lamp. It has like this bubble glass design. And then here I have some craft books being displayed. This is my friend Lucia's book, super cute, and then a few others. And these organizers that I also got from Michael's. In these drawers, I have a bunch of craft supplies. In this one, I have some blade replacements, scrapers, vinyl scrap collectors, adhesive foam, heat-resistant tape, ink pads, tape, the little tools for the ink pad, some of these extra slap bracelets, and I also have this mat extender here. In this next one, I have some vinyl samples from Tech Wrap. These tools are for sublimation tumblers, paper cutters, a sharpener, replacement blades for the paper cutters, some wire, long hot glue sticks, a ruler for sublimation tumblers. These are acrylic sticks I use for cake toppers. Here I have a portion of my sublimation blanks. I have keychains, mouse pads, coasters, phone cases, magnets, ornaments. This one has glitter and some other rhinestone supplies like the actual rhinestones, these little rhinestone holders, and then these are for the glue. As we get lower, they get more random, but in here I have some clay, command strips and hooks, these lens cleaning wipies. These are pastels for clay. And then here I have my wood burning markers. And here I have a bunch of paper stuff like envelopes. These are for card making to use with the Cricut machine. Some pom-poms and a sponge and some thumbtacks and some rubber bands. This one has a few tools, my embroidery hoops with some extra hooks. And then I also have this alignment tool here, which I still need to try. I think this one's the most random. I have some wooden dowels, a sanding block, a hot glue gun, some twine, this mesh, some butterflies that I made for a previous project, and some other blanks. And on this last one, I have some sanding discs. I use these with my electric sander whenever I do like makeovers on furniture and things like that. This is a replacement blade for my electric rotary cutter. And then I have some tools in here in these little tins that I labeled. This one has thread. And that's pretty much it on these drawers. If we move over to this side, here's where I store all of my printers. I have my sublimation printer and my regular inkjet printer there. And then here at the bottom, I have this organizer that stores all of the different type of paper that I use for different crafts. Regular printer paper, cardstock, ASAP sublimation paper, self-adhesive laminating sheets, inkjet transparency film. And then in this one, I have a bunch of different ones stored individually as well, like sticker paper, photo paper, DTF prints. Those are some rhinestone templates and a bunch of other stuff. And then here are my felt sheets. On the very bottom, I have my Heat Press Nation tumbler and mug press. Here's the mug attachment. Then over on this side, I have this basket that I use to put my tripod and other filming equipment, but obviously I'm using it right now, so it's not there. And then up here, I have my acrylic paint. I have them in these little racks, which makes it so much easier to see all of the colors at once. They're actually for nail polishes, but I use them for my acrylic paint and it works perfectly. Up here, I have another organizer. I have my t-shirt rulers, my Cricut mat roll holder. I use it with the Cricut Explore 30. A paper cutter, and my LED light pad. And then these folders hold some scraps, I believe. Then here I store more craft supplies like glitter, foil, and little small stuff to craft with, like those cubes, cotton balls, more hot glue sticks, keychain hardware, jewelry hardware. And then here I have these little containers that I got at Michael's, and they store more things like these stickers, foil sheets for the Cricut, more rhinestones. This one has paper clips. This one has some blades. Then here at the very bottom, I have ribbon and other fun stuff. And then up here, I have some disco balls for decor, and then this hand's holding some scissors. And then here are my vinyl scrap bins. I have one for HTV and regular adhesive vinyl. I have a video dedicated on how I store and organize all of those. Now let's move on to the next wall. This organizer here I thrifted, and I'm very happy I did because I've been able to store all of my 12x12 cardstock and vinyl sheets in one place. And then up here I have my cricut mats, the standard grip, the light grip, strong grip, and the fabric grip. And here I have my cricut heat mats and another paper cutter. But I did try to organize them by color as best I could. Up here I have the vinyls, and then as you go down, there's cardstock, some vinyl rolls, felt sheets, and some puzzle blanks at the very bottom. And then next to that organizer, I have this other organizer. It might sound silly, but I've been using shoe boxes to store my 12-inch vinyl rolls, and I do kind of organize them by colors. So I have like yellows, reds, pinks, and here I have the white, black, grays, metallics, blues, greens, purples. This one holds holographic and patterned HTV. And then these are infusible ink. And then on this side, we have some faux leather sheets, glitter HTV, transfer tapes. And then on top of the organizer, I have my Cricut Joy. And then this heart hand, been using it to store some of my Eras Tour concert friendship bracelets. It's so cute. Then I have a Monstera plant to add some greenery. This is a project I made. I made a video about this before. It's basically an organizer on a Lazy Susan using supplies from the Dollar Tree. And then up here I have my other cardstock, but I have them color coordinated. And then I have some yarn up there. And then this is the last corner in my room. I have those frames on the wall. And then here is my heat press. It's the Heat Press Nation's Craft Pro, and I have it stored on this utility cart from Harbor Freight. It was actually red, but I spray painted it white, and it was the perfect size for my 15-inch heat press. And then here I have this little magnetic holder to hold my heat-resistant gloves. And then on this last wall, I have this macrame hanging that I made, and I have some pictures from previous projects. And if you move this way, we are back where we started. Here on the door, I have a pantry organizer, and I store ribbon, beads, faux leather, twine, cords, glue, more acrylic paint, Mod Podge, Rid. And then down here, I have some other tools like my hot glue gun, my electric rotary cutter, heat gun, a tape dispenser, and a heavy duty stapler. And then here in the middle, I have my craft table. I filled up these cubes with a bunch of craft supplies. This one has friendship bracelet things, equipment for filming. This one has some blanks, more blanks, but these are for sublimation, like tumblers, mugs, things like that. Now I'm on the other side, and here I have more blanks, fabric, felt, and foam sheets. This one's pretty organized. It has organizers inside the organizer, some stuff for hair bow making, buttons. There's also some storage up here. This is where I keep some cords, the remote for the LED light, some more cords. This is a microphone, a label maker, and a photo printer. This one holds my extra ink for my Epson printer. And I have these cords and tools and filter for my mini vacuum that I use. And lastly, I have this stool for my craft room. It's very cute and adjustable, so I can make it smaller or taller. Also, this table is pretty tall, so I'm able to craft standing up, or if I want to sit down, I use this chair. And that concludes my craft room tour. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions, and if you aren't already, don't forget to subscribe for more crafty videos. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time with a new DIY.